everyone, this is Ilias, a.k.a. the Herbal scientist, and today's video has the title of Health as a Dogma. So throughout my life, even though I'm fairly young, I've experienced several health dogmas so far. For example, superfoods, Ayurveda, meditation, acupuncture, homeopathy, veganism in some cases can be dogmatic as well, the gluten-free diet, oil pulling, and even vaginal steaming as endorsed by Gwyneth Paltrow quite a lot. So wanting to improve your health and experimenting is one thing, but following a dogma because your favorite celebrity endorses it or because you read it somewhere on the internet is another thing. So sometimes people get excited about health trends and they follow them without doing some backed research, in which case it can be dangerous because not only can it not be effective, sometimes it can actually be harmful to follow a health trend without prior consultation with your doctor, pharmacist, or even doing some further research to see if this diet or lifestyle or exercise regime fits you. Because, for example, homeopathy, I do not endorse it due to lack of scientific evidence. There aren't actually any double-blind placebo-controlled studies that prove homeopathy works better than placebo, so I do not recommend it, but the placebo effect is powerful. So at the end of the day, if the patient is not only not harmed, but he can benefit through the placebo effect of homeopathic remedies, I can live with that. But when patients are militant with homeopathy and they don't accept any other treatment apart from their homeopathic remedies, then it bugs me, because as a pharmacist, like when my patients suffer, I feel responsibility for it as their healthcare professional. I've encountered a patient with serious bacterial infection in the kidneys who chose not to follow with antibiotic treatment as suggested by both her doctors and us, the pharmacists, and resulting into further and further decline in kidney function, reaching to today 98% kidney failure in one kidney, when the patient decided to start a course of antibiotics and eradicate the bacteria that were causing all that trouble. But no matter how hard I tried, the mindset was set. And that's what's harmful when it comes to health. I mean, it's amazing if you want to research for your own health, because I mean, at the end of the day, your health is the most important to you, as I've said before. But you should do thorough research for your health and not become militant because something is trendy, or because a celebrity endorsed it, or because your neighbor told you, or because your best friend tried it and it worked for her or him. You shouldn't follow it like this, because in that case, the bias that you have before you start can be so great, so powerful, that even if you get deleterious effect from that regime, you may continue to follow that regime because you're biased because of your friend or the celebrity, or you saw it on the internet, or it's cool to post about it on social media, etc. There are a few things that I have to say with regards to that, and what you should do is, first of all, always cross-reference your information. So you see something on the internet, check, are there any sources of it? Are there any scientific studies done on it? Go on Google Scholar, are there any articles about it? Are there case studies in humans? Because there are supplements that are tried in animals, but they're not ready to be out for human consumption yet, so don't get too excited if you only see animal studies as well. And also do some research to see if there are any reports about harmful, deleterious effects or contraindications or interactions with other medication or supplements. Don't allow your excitement to trump over the scientific method. The second thing would be, if you admire certain people, as I do, as we all do, you still have to question everything they do before you try it out, including me. So you should question everything you hear from me as well. As people that know me know, I'm a huge fanboy of Tim Ferriss, the author and human guinea pig. But when I read The 4-Hour Body, I was somehow curious about all the effects, so I went to the references. The great thing about Ferriss is everything is research backed. So I was able to find the scientific studies that he had at the end of the book, look for them online, see like the details, the groups of patients that they used, whatever experiments that he did were backed. But still, before I apply anything that he said on the books, I looked further into it. I asked my doctor as well. I looked for more literature. Same thing goes with Brandon Gilbert of Hyperion Herbs. I'm a huge fan, but still I check whatever he says because he's one person and he may be correct, but it's better and safer if I always check what he says. Same thing goes for Temu Arena, who I interviewed in a previous video on the channel, author of the Biohackers Handbook and organizer of the Biohackers Summit. Great thing about Temu as well is when they publish the chapters of the book, everything is research backed. There are references of scientific studies, so you can look for yourself what happened with each thing they say, be it food or supplements or regimes or techniques or fitness exercises or anything. So even though I'm always pumped to see a new post from any of them, I always do the 5-second rule. I take 5 seconds and take a deep breath and say, okay, let's check furthermore. Is it correct? Is there any downside to it? Let's have a look if there is any more information about it before I go and try that. And the last but not least that I would say is to keep an open mind for both sides of the coin, because life is not black and white and so is health. Like, technology progresses, medicine progresses, and then things that a few years we consider ridiculous now are being proven with scientific studies. So it's good to keep an open mind, but not base your decisions of your health on anecdotal evidence, because research backed is the way to go. I mean, like anecdotal evidence that you may have been laughing at in the past may be research backed sooner than you think. But the key is to not adopt a fundamentalist mindset when it comes to your health, because at the end of the day you are the one that could be harmed. So keep an open mind, cross-check references, and if you admire certain people, question their advice. Think, for example, if they've got any benefits from advising on how they advise. Do the person that recommends a certain regime sell any supplements? Do they sell any programs? Do they have ulterior motives for doing that? In some cases they can sell supplements but still be correct, but you should always check read between the lines when it comes to endorsement of supplements or diets. So I hope you found this information helpful. I'm looking forward to read your comments, and if you like this video, comment and like below, and send me your questions, because I'm always looking forward to provide information as needed. And until the next time, keep healthy.